G'day, mate. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. So, we're in the middle of making natural tiles, we're in the middle of launching rockets, and we're in the middle of making the poop house work. Yeah, let's go with the poop house work. And you might notice something is slightly wrong. Just slightly. Just a tiny bit. For whatever reason, Oxygen Not Included has decided, rather than my conveyor rails that are full of algae that should transform into a natural tile exactly where they are because they're in a pool of petroleum that's 250 degrees Celsius, they've decided they're all going to stack up right here. So, we are aborting this idea entirely. Not through my fault, but because Oxygen Not Included has decided that Oxygen Not Included wants to do Oxygen Not Included things. And we are now going to instead cut all these pipes off. Yep. We're now going to... Actually, first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig up all of this mess. Now, I am doing this in debug mode. I perfectly admit to that because this is not how things are meant to work. We all know this is not how things are meant to work. Things are not meant to teleport across the map and then just go up at a dead straight line. It's a bug, it's a feature, it's a whatever you want to call it. But for me, it means rather than making natural tiles the legitimate way, I'm going to move across and start making natural tiles. I wouldn't call it the illegitimate way, but I'm just going to install a mod. I'm going to install a mod, and we're going to make natural tiles that way. In the meantime, I need to get all this petroleum back and out of the area it's in. So we're going to do that by disconnecting your inputs. Putting a bridge there. Hooking that up. That's our pump. That's our direction, because we're going to need direction on these pipes. And that should be all we have to do. And that should let us empty all the petroleum we've brought down here, we've processed, we've heated up, and just dump it back to where it belongs. Now, this room is a bit of a hot box, which means right at the moment I'm not actually going to change anything. I did go through the process of changing all the floor tiles over to diamond because I had a whole lot of algae, like, you know, this algae right here. It's bad example. Good example. No, all my good examples have finally changed over into natural tiles at the wrong end of the map. I had algae sitting in petroleum that was like 250 degrees and was not phase changing. So I figured, oh, maybe it had to do something with the having insulated tiles that they were sitting on. So I went and came in the bottom levels where it's not hot. Well, it is hot now that I put window tiles in there and started letting the heat through. But prior to that, it wasn't hot and just replaced all the floors with window tiles, thinking that might help. Instead, I built a great tile, a great thing to nowhere of yeah. So, what I want to do is I want to come back to our bathroom idea. Now, the first row is done. Well, I should have locked off access, but I haven't. And I want to work out how we're going to get... So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to run deodorizers to filter out the polluted oxygen, which should give us clean oxygen. It'll be full of germs, but I really don't care. You know, in fact, germ overlay. Everything has germs on it currently, because the dupes have no way of washing their hands. So, because I didn't put toilets in here. In fact, some of them keep coming up as being sick, which is great, because when they're sick, they go to the toilet more often, which means we fill up the shitter more often. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to work out some sort of pattern to get a mini gas pump in here to give us a vacuum. So the air has somewhere to go. We can then seal up the room and then have deodorizers before we go through the pump to sort of make sure that the air gets sucked through the deodorizers. So, first things first. we're going to put in a mini gas pump. And I'm hoping this works. Hang on, ventilation. We'll run a straight pipe to there because we're just going to bridge onto this gas pipe because it's doing okay, but like, yeah. We're going to put another airflow tile there. We're going to look at the power overlay. We're just going to tap this into the existing power. And then what I want to do is I think I want to do this arrangement with a deodorizer there, and there. At the same time, that has to go, and we're going to replace it with plastic wall. Because eventually, I want this to be a sealed room. And I should deconstruct tiles, let mobs out, reconstruct tiles, repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But I'm just going to teleport the little buggers out. Purely because the game is laggy enough currently that if I had to deconstruct and reconstruct things 15 or 30 times, which I'd normally do without an issue, to play within the mechanics of the game, I would probably go nuts. Because, okay, Reptile Gamer is about to finish what he's doing, and then he didn't do it. Of course he didn't. We're having a lot of dupe pondering time, is what I like to refer it as, and it's just dupes standing around between tasks, like, what do I do next? What do I do next? Alright. It obviously happens much less often at game speed 1. At game speed 3, it happens a lot. Okay. So now we've done that, I'm going to put not a liquid bridge, a gas bridge right there. And then hopefully this should give us a vacuum in here, or at least something that resembles a slightly negative pressure, which means mobs should be able to put out more polluted oxygen, because we're going to leave the toilets here full, which should give us more mobs. And at the same time, all the gas should hopefully run past the gas deodorizer things. And okay, that's having a little bit of a intermittent backup problem, but that's exactly what I want. I want all the oxygen coming out this way. So we're just going to have to rinse and repeat that for all the levels, like so, which is good because I don't have to waste time filling up these dunnies to then deconstruct them. Power, 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 and power. And then ventilation, mini gas pump, there, autosave, there, and there. Which is then going to lead to ventilation. I don't need to insulate these, because in theory the air coming out of them is probably not going to be that hot. Airflow tiles. Just build everything in, because if the dupes screw it up, I'll just deconstruct whatever's in their way. But that, and I think they can corner build this whole little tiny build, to be honest. They can stand up here and build in, and stand up here and build in, so they could probably do the whole thing from the outside. Okay, oxygen, deodorizers, there. I'm gonna deconstruct that door, that door, that door, and that door. I want somebody to come use this. It's got 5 visits left. We want it finished with. We want it full. Because as soon as it's full, it means I can do what I did here. I can just seal up the room. The gas pressure's down to 1 kilo. As long as that gas pressure's reasonably low, it should mean that my poor little gas pump will just keep running forever. what we're going to do is I'm just going to work out ventilation, gas bridge. So we're going to give... Yes. We're going to give all of you a direction. Nope. There. So that goes from there to there, there to there, there to there, and that one to there. And then... Alright. 3 visits still. Okay, we're going to put in those tiles, those tiles, those tiles, those tiles. So if we look at the germ overlay, it doesn't actually look too bad in here. Polluted dirt. Okay, polluted dirt's probably bad. But then again, that will slowly off-gas. It's doing, what, 1 gram per second. It has 98 kilograms there. So in 98,000 seconds, roughly, it will no longer be there. That's like 15 cycles. So probably equivalent to when we've actually got this full of poop. But we should be seeing sand. You're set to clay. You're set to clay. Okay. One visit. You're out of order. Awesome. That's what we're waiting for. Get out of the tiles, mobs. Yeah, I think that's probably the hardest thing about setting up a mob farm is they don't listen to you. You have no way of wrangling them. So honestly, if you're going to do one, you're probably best to set up everything else first before you put in the toilets, before you invite the mobs inside. Because they have a habit of getting stuck into just about everything. Be it tiles, be it small gaps, be it whatever. So, that's our first one going. Our second one's almost full. That's a problem we're going to ignore till later. The next thing I really want to work on is... I don't know. Let's have a think about this. Okay, I guess the next thing we should probably look at doing is... Well, actually 2 things. One... No, we're going to retire the pips. Definitely going to retire the pips because I'm suffering a lot of lag in the game. I have been for quite some time. And I think retiring a lot of our critters will definitely help. One thing I'm actually going to do is we're going to put a door across here, which will keep our pip eggs when they hatch occupied, trapped. Yeah, our auto sweeper can still fill up these 4, 5, 6 incubators. Should we need them? Goodbye. Should we need to increase the... No, that's not going to work. We're going to have to lock that door. Yes. Okay. As I was saying, we should be able to have the auto sweeper refill these incubators should we need extra pips, and this should give us 6 eggs in stock ready to hatch at all times anyway, which should be enough to keep our population going, even though I really don't think I want the population anymore. We need to deconstruct those ladders so we can get extra branches out of those. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to retire all the pips. So that should cull the existing population. It's also probably going to mean that we're going to need a loader here. Sure. And we'll hook that up to that power. And that needs to take meat. If I ship meat to here... Hang on. if I ship meat to this line, which travels all the way up, over to there, up to there, over to there, and dumps in here. If I put, without that ladder there, if I put a conveyor bridge there, we should be able to access... Sorry, package at the front door. So, as I was saying, if we hook this conveyor in here, which is already on power, we can then ship meat out from central storage. Which, new printables, let's just have an oxyphone. Which means that if this ever gets built, and we put some conveyor rail, we actually only have to join into that rail, and it's good to go. So we can do cooking ingredient, no, edible meat. I'm half expecting the auto sweep to start shipping meat straight out. No? Okay. Alright, so that's one more problem sorted. We can now ship meat from here, another killing chamber, up to the kitchen. No, you still got 4 visits. I still got to keep an eye on this until they're all finished, because I don't want duplicates coming here and emptying toilets. That's the last thing I need. Alright, so now that we've done that, I think the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do something with meat production in general. I need to retire all the hatches. So all these guys have to go, and we need to supplement our meat. Now we can supplement them with the pipsqueaks, well, the pips and the pipsqueaks. Well, mainly pipsqueaks, because we're not going to let them grow to adults. Like, this guy is definitely not at all going to grow to a adult. Yeah, we'll just zoom right the way in, and you just became the screenshot. So, we're going to have to... Ooh. We're going to have to do a cheval farm. Well, a cheval ranch, I guess. And to do that, I need to make sure I use some sort of refined metal. I have to make sure that they do not escape, because these guys will dig through just about anything. So for me, the easiest thing to do is use steel. Now, I'm also going to be dumping some really hot regolith in here. Most of this regolith is reasonably cool because it's gone through central storage. But I'm now got 300 degree regolith that I'm going to start bringing into the general area. I'm just fixing a few mistakes as we see them. You're good, you're good. Has that automation been finished? Yes, so if I join those two, disconnect that, and disconnect that. We're going to say 45 seconds. And 60 seconds. So hopefully, what that automation is hopefully going to do is it means when these doors... I'd say something went wrong up here. Priority 9. Priority dig. 9. Hang on. Have you been... Oh, you need 2 of them to do 2 researches. Or do I want 2 researches? Okay, hang on. Stop. Think about this, JD. If you've been here, we have fullerene. Fullerene is the one that lets us do supercooler. Now, if I don't know what the other material is, I can't pick it up. And currently that's probably... Why do I have 3 rockets? Oh no. You. Show star map. You're going to go here instead. Star map. Yep, okay. So, where's that rocket? Oh, you're almost back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send one, because some of these interfaces are so scary. Yep. So this will let me bring back a heap of copper, 30, 30, 30, and then mostly fullerene. Whatever this is, I won't bring back. The only thing more rare, like, it's going to be isoresin or niobium. Probably niobium. And it'll probably end up with something like this. But I don't really need 3% extra niobium. Niobium, if we come down here, I have 0 kilograms. But I have 19 tons of thermium already. So I don't really need more niobium. So we're going to send you off to the next planet, which means I'm going to start building more rockets. Yes. More rockets. Yeah, okay. We'll start that process. Alright, so that's... Ooh. And it also means that pipe needs to keep coming this way for liquid oxygen. Which is great, because I do not at all have the materials to make the pipe. Okay, and before I forget... what do we do with this? We put this on this side. Cool. Good luck, dupes, get that built. Okay, back to this problem. So, I want to put down a whole bunch of... No. I'm going to have some hot materials come in. So I want to insulate this. That's already double insulated. Obviously, the pole doesn't need to go that high anymore. So I want to insulate this room very, very well, because we're going to be bringing in some hot regolith. That's what I was saying when I got completely sidetracked. Now I'm going to need 2 chambers. I'm going to need one. I'm going to need one that is full of as many... Yeah, I know. People are scolding. Why are people scolding? Because they're up there building that. It's warm up there, guys. It's really warm up there. From me shipping out hot regolith. It's the hot regolith from here that's causing all the hot juppiness. What's wrong? What? Incoming object. Why are you guys... whatever. That rocket's off and going. Okay, sure. Alright, so, completely sidetracked for the 15th time. Actually, cancel that, cancel that. So, I'm going to want to build Joe Watt into the build, that's for sure. Incapacitated. We're off to a good start. Maybe not build that from below. Just saying. Bye. They're dying. Oh, we got a suffocating as well. There's trace amounts of oxygen up here. Okay, maybe there isn't. Anyway, you're gonna build a grate. Oh. Everybody's saved. Yay! Okay, so where were we? You do hot rocket exhaust down to here. So I actually want to... Let's just insulate all that right across. Background buildings, those. Oh, my power cable. Okay, run the power cable across here as well. That'll be a later problem. Deconstruct, background buildings. All of those, all of those. That gas pipe. occasionally has pockets of oxygen in it. Not very often. Okay, so we're just going to put that gas vent down here instead. We're going to let the dupes get to deconstructing that stuff. That didn't really work because both doors are open at the same time. And everything is now super, super hot. Are you overheating? So they're overheating. Good. They're at our thermium. They're 1300 degrees. 1200 degrees. They're cooling back down. Okay, maybe I need to put you guys slightly more protected. Oh, let's just go there to there to there to there. Yeah. Can tubes reach that? I think so. Okay. Unreachable food. Sure, what? Oh yeah, that's right. I got two of you stuck in here. See, not sidetracked at all. Okay, go deconstruct that. Niles, really? You want a nap now? Okay, so we need a room for shovels. Shovels are going to need 2 chambers. One to pamper new ones, and a second one to dump them into. See, shovels don't suffer with a overcrowding debuff. So you can basically have as many as you want in one room. Muppet! Somebody rescue the Muppet. It's all hot over here, people. Yeah, it's really hot. And I've plugged in this thermo nullifier to see if it can do anything. And so far, it's doing a whole lot of squat. Yeah, the regolith at 200 degrees is sort of what's slowing everything down. Maybe I'm better to do the cheval up here. Because that way I don't ship the hot regolith all the way across. I can ship the hot regolith to just here, and then sort it from here. Take the other materials out, ship them on. Okay. Conveyor overlay. So this comes down to here. Alright, that's actually not a bad idea. So deconstruct, background buildings, priority 9. We're going to do all of those. I'm then going to do a second row. We're going to change all... That's going to be so in my way. We'll do that. That's my second row of insulation. How are dupes going to get in here? They're going to get in this... No, they've got to get in from the top. We'll have some fiery pants dupes that run out the top. And will that work? Yeah, I'll probably have to put some sort of oxygen here. Good news. I have a couple of oxygen pipes right here. Okay, so insulated tiles, mafic rock. Okay, that's to keep the heat in. Which means we come back to this project and we go... Nope. Deconstruct buildings. All that. You're a victim of JD changed his mind. Deconstruct. 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 And cancel that. Okay. Back to the problem at hand. Alright, so we're going to have double room, lots of insulation, so hopefully we keep most of the heat in this chamber. Next thing we're going to do is put insulation right across the top. How hot is it here? It's just really, really hot here. Actually, really, really hot. Can I... Okay, I'm going to turn you off. Not that it's probably going to help that much, because it's going to take ages for that to cool down. Or this area to cool down. But at least, hopefully, I'm no longer shipping more hot materials down here. Incapacitated. I need to be one of them. No! Oh, you managed to land on a door. That's somewhat impressive. Oh, wow, we do have some sick dupes in some sick beds. Bivigorp. Dope. Happy. Joe. Kazareth. Kendrith. Looney Zone. Gemini, Jedi, Dupe Face, Builder Great, Shady, and all you guys have no bed to get into because we're out of beds. We're really out of beds. We're really out of beds. More hospital beds required. Done. Okay. Yeah. There's some unhappy dupes. Okay. Plastic ladder. You might melt with flames, but that's okay. If you melt, we'll just replace you. Okay, so up here, I'm going to have to put a pneumatic door made out of steel, because it has to be made out of refined metal. Caretaker. Yeah, somebody can still get in there and get you. Actually, those 2 bits of drywall have to go back. Okay, so that's our plan. We've got a no. So those that go there, whoop, those that go proper airlock there to keep the air in. Incapacitate 3. Ooh. Obviously you guys are not assigned to any beds up there. Julie Jane, Phoenix, and Caretaker. Yep, that's the 3 of them. Talk about the crew being down for the count. We might just priority 1 a lot of this stuff really quickly. I'm half tempted to cancel it. Okay. So, that then brings us on to the bunker tiles. So, the bunker tile inside tiles. Oh, it's that sound. One of us was lost in the pursuit of happy critters. Happy dead critters. Caretaker! Oh, and you had a hat and everything. Caretaker who managed to survive. Bio. 1,200 cycles. It was probably due for a nap. We're gonna... I think I gotta set it like that to get it deconstructed. Yeah, Fry Guys get on the case. I could make it out of isoresin for something different. Alright. Caretaker, you'll get to go up there. You're a wonderful duplicate. You served us well, but you've obviously seen better days. Okay. So, with that nasty business out of the way, let's go back to this plan. So the plan is... The plan is I don't like this design. The plan is really I don't like this design. Scolding. Joe what? What you doing? You're up here. You're just in the mood to fry yourself. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have hot regolith that I'm going to drop on the ground. It's going to feed to the shovels. I then really want a way to get the shovels out of the main. I can do that with automation. Because I'm going to need 2 shovel farms. I'm going to need one to breed more stock. And then I'm going to need a second one to... One to breed more stock and then the second one to actually produce the meat. And that's what I keep trying to think my way through. And it's not working. Okay. Let's do a few things. Oxygen. 77 degrees. It's 120 up here. So, we're going to do just a ventilation gas bridge right there, into a gas pipe, into a vent, done. That is priority 9. That I want done now. Everything else, priority 5. Or even better, priority 1. Priority 1. Dupes can't reach that. Perfect. Okay, this they can do from below. This they can do from atmosphere, so they can get up there and build that one at least. After 3,000 dupes heal. What? Caretaker. Happy. Crisis. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like 15 dupes have health. The rest are either hurting or in rocket ships. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pump the area with some cooler air for the moment. If Stinson, nope, Stinson refused, which now means he's damaged. Yep. The list is getting shorter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pump this area with some slightly cooler air for the moment. We've stopped shipping out hot regolith, which means the only thing on this conveyor line should be some reasonably warm polluted dirt. We melted our industrial cable, which is bad. Which means somewhere here I should have a chunk of gold at 390 odd degrees. Yep. Oh, they're unreachable builds. Okay. Does that help? Okay. We're going to build a gas vent. Monkey Man's going to get damaged in the process, but hopefully gets the vent finished. Voila. Monkey Man can come down and get into one of the few remaining beds. Yep. Okay. So, we're going to pump out some slightly cooler air into the surroundings. That's going to slowly, very, very slowly bring down the temperature in here. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode. I need to make some decisions. Monkey Man didn't make it. He fell over on the way over. Yeah, I'm going to leave Monkey... Well, we're going to hopefully save Monkey Man. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the episode here. Next episode, we'll come back and we'll do a... Scalding? Who now? Like, Monkey Man is your priority. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh. Follow cam. BV got. Stop and shake off your feet. Yep. Full bladder. Cannot reach food. Suffocating. Suffocating's gone. B's down to 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Nope. Okay. We have 2 duplicates to deal with now that have died. Okay, I'm going to have to keep an eye on them to make sure the right duplicate ends up in the right gravestone. Meanwhile, that one's full. That one's almost full. And this row's almost full. So, next episode we'll come back. We'll have some full toilets. We are conveyor overlay. Well, there you go. There's some clay flowing. I didn't do anything about... I did do something about... all the pipes are messed up. Because they're trying to sort packets. And they can't merge because this has got a constant flow. Okay, what happens if I do that? Deconstruct. Deconstruct. This is a safe side of the base. It's nothing over here is too hot. Okay, I clicked cancel deconstruct and it just disappeared. Oh, I need something to force direction. Okay, so I need to deconstruct that. I need to put that in there. That'll force direction at least. You can be plastic. You can go away. Jeeps can get around to doing that eventually. Where did Caretaker die? How horrible am I? I'm like, where did that duplicate die? Was it not up here? No. Errands. Muppet. Right now. Martin. Martin is going to get... life support to Martin. Burying dupes is under life support? Textile loom. I thought we already said that to be deconstructed. Okay, we definitely have now. It's made out of lead, and it obviously got to 55 degrees. Follow him. Okay, stop. You cannot do a monkey man. Okay, where are you? We're going to give you the order to move here. Which will drop a monkey man on the floor. Yeah, we apologize, monkey man. Errands. Professor Bro. Follow cam. Down here. No. No. Oh, across there. Across there. Down here. Really, really insistent on burying Monkey Man first. Okay. Deconstruct. Put that one there instead. No, that's an injured Gnarls. I thought he was carrying another dupe. Because we do have 2 dead dupes that we have to deal with. Half is going to run the decon command. Oh look, and it's the printing press going off. Telling us we could just print a new one. We could just print a new one. Okay. Right now. Professor Bro. Which... Where are you going? Oh, it's still got to be made, of course. Alright, so, yeah, next episode we'll look at doing some sort of cheval after this has cooled down just a little bit, because 130 odd degrees is obviously a little bit too warm for the duplicates to deal with. Hopefully, power. You're now hooked back up, which should provide power in here, which should, nope. How are we maxing out the power? There's a whole bunch of ethanol. There's tanks and tanks and tanks of the stuff. Okay, so that stopped going off. Errands, pro now, Emperor nuke. Follow cam. You're just going to drop the eggshell on the ground. Movement. You're going to come down here. Into here. Grab a monkey man. Okay. We'll get a monkey man buried, and I have no idea where the other tube's gone. Maybe they just really, really want to get monkey man settled, and then they'll worry about the other tube. Anyway, I'm definitely going to leave the episode here, because I've spent probably just as long trying to bury a dupe as... No, I probably spent longer trying to bury a dupe than it took to kill them, definitely. But yeah, Monkey Man's about to be dropped off, and then he'll be settled, and then he'll be sorted, and then everybody shall mourn and cry, and Monkey Man shall be lost. And then next episode, we're going to do a cheval farm, and I think we're going to do it up here. We're going to try and keep the heat up here. I will have to insulate it in, and I need to work out some way to... get rid of the old corpses is probably the wrong term, but corpses are not corpses. Get rid of the excess population when it comes to shovels. I need to, because they're not corpses yet. They're not dead. We're going to keep them for a little while, and then we're going to get them dead. But yeah, I got to work out some way to force the excess population out of the room, keep a base population that I can breed, and that shall be our new meat source. I have no idea what our max population is, but we have a heap of regolith over here. We have a source of regolith here. We have an optional source of regolith up here that I could do something about, and I've chosen not to up until this point, but maybe that's an idea as well. Either way, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Oxygen Not Included. Alright, bye.